Hey everyone, welcome back. I want to show you some high-level gameplay right now, and also this special offer that just appeared across the board on all my games. So this is part of the reason why I've told you in other episodes to never buy gems at the full price. They give you special offers like this. Like this right now used to be $99, and now it's discounted for $70. And if you open up the gem store, they actually have everything discounted right now. So as you can see, most of it's about 20%, 25% off. And the game company does this periodically. So never buy gems at the full price. Never, ever, ever. And this right here isn't even that great of a sale because you will find special offers, the packages, like the starter package, the warrior package, and other packages if you are low on gems. But this, like I said, seems to be a blank special offer promotion across the board. So I got this in all three of my games. In this one, I have 32 gems. In the other ones, I have about 2,000 gems. So, but I did want to show you some high-level gameplay as well. Collect the farms. This account has been offline for a few hours, so the farms are maxed out. So got 391 food there. And now I'm going to go and click attack. And you can see he has a lot of different towers and a lot of different things. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to fight a base like this. So this one has a lot of bomb towers. Typically, knights are weak against bomb towers, but if you actually just kick the bombs back, it won't affect you. And then the flame guys, they are really strong. It's probably the best troop in the game up until this point. And they do fire damage, and they also scatter your troops and make them run away. So you'll see that they'll get burned and they'll start running away. A lot of people use the flame and paladin combo because paladin has tons of life and is resistant to archers and other blunt characters. So those two are typically the best two troops to have. All the other ones here are just kind of a waste. So that's telling me he's probably not that smart of a player. And then also, he's only got one fire tower, which is really good. And this is the new Expo crossbow thing. And these are really, really good. You can't hit them with close range combat. You have to hit them with range with either archers or spells. But knights and soldiers won't be able to touch them. So we're going to attack this guy just to show you, what you're going to be looking at in high level gameplay here. So I'm going to bring out a knight first, and then a bunch of soldiers. The knight is pretty much like a shield type, and then you just come run, burn them. Try and touch as much as you can with your fire spell. Bring up here. You want to try and kill the mage as soon as possible. The mage is the biggest issue. So you can see he has a decent base design. He has troops on the back there getting frozen by his his ice mage, his froster, I think it's called. So now, so I've broken through. Now I'm on this side, and this is what he didn't want to happen, because now I have access to all his guys here, all his ranged troops that are behind this, wall of stuff. But see, this tower, my knights can't attack, so I have to kill that with spells, and that's something you don't know until you actually come up against those guys. You're like, why are my guys just running past it and not doing any damage? So with this, I wanted to lure the other mage out because he was behind the barricade and I couldn't attack him. Now you're just constantly calling more soldiers. And I'm going to go get that bomb because I have a bunch of soldiers there and come back to these bombs. Because again, I have a lot of knights coming up, or soldiers coming up. So I don't want them to die to the splash damage. And they're the guys that do the most damage. I mean, your hero is great, but he can't kill a building that quickly without his spells, which are on cooldown normally. You're almost always constantly using spells. You see, I keep calling more troops, and I'm going to bring these guys out by coming back a little bit. So now the mage should jump over the barricade so I can attack the mage. So you have to kind of draw troops out. I'm going to go ahead and use a big spell since it's going to be a close battle, and I do want to win this one. So even after casting the big gem spell thing, may not be able to win. And I died there. So 10 seconds, now you have a choice. You have a choice of resurrecting or retreating. We'll go ahead and resurrect just for the heck of it. So now all the spells are off cooldown, which is the biggest advantage of using resurrection. But unfortunately, did not have enough manpower to beat the gate. So it's going to be a loss for us, and we're going to see we're going to lose some trophies. 68%. Oh, we actually broke even trophy-wise because he had a lot, and he's a higher level player. We gained 91 medals and 20,000 in gold. So not a good raid really, but you know, fighting a tougher player, that's what you're expecting. I am very low level compared to them because he had several advanced features. He had at least one throne room level on me. He already had the Firebolt Tower, which is at level 7. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, but you have to be at least throne room 6. So he was either throne room 6 or throne room 7. So all in all, not bad. I'll go ahead and do another one. Definitely don't want to fight 11,000. Close that out, look in the leaderboard. As you can see now, I have top 500, which is really cool. And again, this account has only spent $10 on the game, so definitely you could be in the top, 500, 200 people spending very little money. So we're going to attack this guy. He's got a lot of gold. He's got 53,000. Pretty weak troop combination. Doesn't look tough at all. So this one we should get 100% on. Same thing, I'm drawing out 2 knights. Always cast your spells as soon as possible because they cool down really quick. Unfortunately, my Blade Storm thingy doesn't kill the fire guys in one hit. That means he's leveled them up at least to level 2 or 3. You just got to make sure you see every enemy on the screen for that spell, and it pretty much hits every enemy that it sees on the screen. And then so it's on cooldown, so I'm going to get away from that side and try and bring the mage over. Pretty much you just touch that, try and get down there. So I touched the water tower too, so the water tower is going to go down with that one spell. It wouldn't do anything for me to back up and try and lure that guy out because my troops are all right here now. So you see I have a good bunch. I still have a minute and 15 seconds. This one is going to be an easy win. And you can see it's a lot easier when they don't have any, crossbows. The crossbow is extremely powerful. And when you see one of those, you know you're up against a high-level player. Like I said, at least Throne Room 6. And then with them having Throne Room 6 means they have access to bomb towers level 6, possibly even level 9. They also have archer towers possibly up to level 9. They have barricades and walls up to level 9. So as the throne room goes up, they have access to a lot more higher level troops and stuff. That makes it harder to raid. There we go, we cleared off all the sides, and that will be 100%. 3-star victory. But as you can see, the high level gameplay looks similar to what you're seeing in the beginning. You're not going to have too much difference in troop combinations. You will be using archers a little bit. You will be using paladins a little bit, but you're not going to be dramatically changing your formation. Knights, soldiers, what are they? They're knights. So the knights are still the strongest troop in the game. You need a whole bunch of them. They do the highest amount of damage. So they do 123. Archers do 250, which you may be thinking is more, but they actually cost 2 to bring out. And a lot of things are resistant to the piercing, to the arrows. So These guys do 123 but blunt damage, but they cost 3. And this is little bubbles mean how many troop thingy gauge you need. So I'm not certain why people use cannons for defense. Cannons are very, very weak for defending. I think they may like the range aspect of it. They have a 6 square range, which is the longest in the game currently. But they do cost 5 points, which is a huge amount of points. And they only have 720 HP, which isn't very much. But you can see over here, the Pyromancer is really, really strong. 5 range, 47 fire, and then it also continuously burns on them as well, and it has 1150 HP. The next troop that's going to be very strong is the Arbalaster. And once you unlock him at the next throne room 6, I believe, he is pretty strong. You can see he's got a lot of life, which we won't die in one spell shot, and he can dish out 300 points of damage. So those guys you have to watch out for. And if you see in the attack screen, you see here, if you see this little bumblebee-like bow, that's the Albatross guys, the arrows that are stronger. This guy's really, really strong. He's got a spike, which is the poison. The spike there is the last troop. So he's at least Town Hall or Throne Room 7 to get that last troop there. So whenever you see the poison thing or this guy, you want to stay away because they're very, very strong and you're not going to kill their whole base. So it means you're not going to get the entire amount of loot that you're looking for. But yeah, that's basics of high-level gameplay. Please subscribe and check back often for more tips, tricks, and cheats. And like I said, don't spend your money on the gems when they're full price. Right now, it's not even that great of a deal. 25% off, 20% off. Don't worry, you'll get a better offer by just waiting it out and hoping to get a 75% or 50% offer. They are out there, and they're out there a lot. They want you to spend money, but they will give you really good offers to entice you to do so. So don't fall victim to the normal price gems or the 25% off gems, unless you're really crazy and desperate for gems and you just can't wait. All right, well, thanks, guys. Please subscribe, and any feedback is appreciated. I have a waste, so that's telling me he's probably not that smart of a player. And then also, he's only got 1 fire tower, which is really good. And this is the new Expo crossbow thing. And these are really, really good. You can't hit them with close range combat. You have to hit them with range with either archers or spells. But knights and soldiers won't be able to touch them. So we're going to attack this guy just to show you, what you're going to be looking at in high-level gameplay here. So I'm going to bring out a knight first, and then a bunch of soldiers. The knight is pretty much like a shield type. And then you just come run, burn them. Try and touch as much as you can with your fire spell. Bring up here. You want to try and kill the mage as soon as possible. The mage is the biggest issue. So you can see he has a decent base design. He has troops on the back there getting frozen by his his ice mage, his froster, I think it's called. So now, I've broken through. Now I'm on this side, and this is what he didn't want to happen, because now I have access to all his guys here, all his ranged troops that are behind this wall of stuff. But see, this tower, my knights can't attack, so I have to kill that with spells. And that's something you don't know until you actually come up against those guys. You're like, why are my guys just running past it and not doing any damage? So with this, I wanted to lure the other mage out because he was behind the barricade and I couldn't attack him. Now you're just constantly calling more soldiers, and I'm going to go get that bomb because I have a bunch of soldiers there, and come back to these bombs. Because again, I have a lot of knights coming up, or soldiers coming up, so I don't want them to die to the splash damage. And they're the guys that do the most damage. I mean, your hero is great, but he can't kill a building that quickly without his spells, which are on cooldown normally, you're almost always constantly using spells, troops, and stuff. That makes it harder to raid. There we go, we cleared off all the sides, and that will be 100%. 3-star victory. But as you can see, the high level gameplay looks similar to what you're seeing in the beginning. You're not going to have too much difference in troop combinations. You will be using archers a little bit. You will be using paladins a little bit, but you're not going to be, dramatically changing your formation. Knights, soldiers. What are they? They're knights. So the knights are still the strongest troop in the game. You need a whole bunch of them. They do the highest amount of damage. So they do 123. Archers do 250, which you may be thinking is more, but they actually cost 2 to bring out. And a lot of things are resistant to the piercing, to the arrows. So these guys do 123, but blunt damage, but they cost 3. And this is little bubbles mean how many troop thingy gauge you need. So I'm not certain why people use cannons for defense. Cannons are very, very weak for defending. I think they may like the range aspect of it. They have a 6 square range, which is the longest in the game currently. But they do cost 5 points, which is a huge amount of points. And they only have 720 HP, which isn't very much. But you can see over here, the Pyromancer is really, really strong. 5 range, 47 fire, and then it also continuously burns on them as well, and it has 1150 HP. The next troop that's going to be very strong is the Arbalaster. And once you unlock him at the next throne room 6, I believe, he is pretty strong. You can see he's got a lot of life, which we won't die in one spell shot. And he can dish out 300 points of damage. So those guys you have to watch out for. And if you see, I keep calling more troops. And I'm going to bring these guys out by coming back a little bit. So now the mage should jump over the barricade so I can attack the mage. So you have to kind of draw troops out. I'm going to go ahead and use a big spell since it's going to be a close battle. And I do want to win this one. So even after casting the big gem spell thing, I may not be able to win. And I died there. So 10 seconds, now you have a choice. You have a choice of resurrecting or retreating. We'll go ahead and resurrect just for the heck of it. So now all the spells are off cooldown, which is the biggest advantage of using resurrection. But unfortunately did not have enough manpower to beat the gate. So it's going to be a loss for us, and we're going to see we're going to lose some trophies. 68%. Oh, we actually broke even trophy-wise because he had a lot, and he's a higher level player. We gained 91 medals and 20,000 in gold. So not a good raid really, but fighting a tougher player, that's what you're expecting. I am very low level compared to them because he had several advanced features. He had at least 1 throne room level on me. He already had the Firebolt Tower, which is at level 7, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. But you have to be at least throne room 6. So he was either throne room 6 or throne room 7. So all in all, not bad. We'll go ahead and do another one. Definitely don't want to fight 11,000. Close that out. Look in the leaderboard. As you can see now, I have top 500, which is really cool. And again, this account has only spent $10 on the game, so definitely you could be in the top, 500, 200 people spending very little money. Hey everyone, welcome back. I want to show you some high-level gameplay right now, and also this special offer that just appeared across the board on all my games. So this is part of the reason why I've told you in other episodes to never buy gems at the full price. They give you special offers like this. Like this right now used to be $99, and now it's discounted for $70. And if you open up the gem store, they actually have everything discounted right now. So as you can see, most of it's about 20%, 25% off. And the game company does this periodically. So never buy gems at the full price. Never, ever, ever. And this right here isn't even that great of a sale because you will find special offers, the packages, like the starter package, the warrior package, and other packages if you are low on gems. But this, like I said, seems to be a blank special offer promotion across the board. So I got this in all three of my games. In this one, I have 32 gems. In the other ones, I have about 2,000 gems. So, but I did want to show you some high-level gameplay as well. Collect the farms. This account has been offline for a few hours, so the farms are maxed out. So got 391 food there. And now I'm going to go and click attack. And you can see he has a lot of different towers and a lot of different things. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to fight a base like this. So this one has a lot of bomb towers. Typically, knights are weak against bomb towers, but if you actually just kick the bombs back, it won't affect you. And then the flame guys, they are really strong. It's probably the best troop in the game up until this point. And they do fire damage, and they also scatter your troops and make them run away. So you'll see that they'll get burned and they'll start running away. A lot of people use the flame and paladin combo because paladin has tons of life and is resistant to archers and other blunt characters. So those two are typically the best two troops to have. All the other ones here are just kind of going to attack this guy. He's got a lot of gold. He's got 53,000. Pretty weak troop combination. Doesn't look tough at all. So this one we should get 100% on. Same thing, I'm drawing out 2 knights. Always cast your spells as soon as possible because they cool down really quick. Unfortunately, my blade storm thingy doesn't kill the fire guys in one hit. That means he's leveled them up at least to level 2 or 3. You just got to make sure you see every enemy on the screen for that spell, and it pretty much hits every enemy that it sees on the screen. And then so it's on cooldown, so I'm going to get away from that side and try and bring the mage over. Pretty much you just touch that, try and get down there. So I touched the water tower too, so the water tower is going to go down with that one spell. It wouldn't do anything for me to back up and try and lure that guy out because my troops are all right here now. So you see I have a good bunch. I still have 1 minute and 15 seconds. This one is going to be an easy win. And you can see it's a lot easier when they don't have any, crossbows. The crossbow is extremely powerful. And when you see one of those, you know you're up against a high-level player. Like I said, at least Throne Room 6. And then with them having Throne Room 6 means they have access to bomb towers level 6, possibly even level 9. They also have archer towers possibly up to level 9. They have barricades and walls up to level 9. So as the throne room goes up, they have access to a lot more higher level